this video, I'm going to show you how to make these cute little pink poodles. These are great for any Paris themed birthday party, or you can even make them for Valentine's Day. Alright guys, let's get started. Here are the things that I use. 2 poodle cookie cutters, one facing one direction, one facing the other. Some black and rose food coloring by Wilton, and some pink sanding sugar. Alright guys, so the first thing I need to do is outline my poodle. I'm going to have to freehand it because I don't have any template or anything like that, so I'm gonna have to put my art skills to work here. Now I'm gonna try not to go too close to the edge, because when I put my icing I don't want to go that far to the edge, so I want to make sure that I cover my edible ink that I'm going to be drawing. So if it looks a little bit strange, don't worry. When I put the icing over it, it's gonna cover it completely, so if I mess up, it's just kind of gonna look like a rough draft, and once I put the icing over it, it's gonna completely be covered, so you won't be seeing any of the mistakes if I make any. So here I'm just going to do the nose and the mouth part, and I'm just going to go around, which I already know that I'm going to be going above the head, and then here I'm going to come down, and here they have like really skinny legs, and then here roughly a circle with the foot here, and then here it's going to have like the ear part here, and then another fluffy thing here. It's going to have another fluffy thing here, and then down here we're going to have a little bit of a back. Going to come around, thin legs again, fluffy here, foot here, up here, and I'm going to show you a quick close-up, and then you can maybe take a snapshot of it and then just kind of work with that if you decide to do this. Now this is going to look a little strange, but once I put the icing on and everything put together, it'll look a lot better. So that's what it's going to look like. So if you want to take a picture of that, hopefully it's in the shot there. So now I'm going to go ahead with my pink icing. Here a tip number 2, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the entire cookie. So here I'm just going to go over my lines, and here in the circles you don't have to put too much icing on it, because then you're going to add more icing later and it's going to be looking a little bit bulky. To make sure I cover that line. Okay, so I'm gonna let this crust, and I have here some that I already started on. Here's the one that's facing the left and the other one facing the right. Alright, so now we're going to fill in the head part, the ears, the belly part, and the legs and the tail. I switched to a tip 0, but you can use a number 1. This way I can kind of control how much I'm putting on here, because I don't want to put too much or it'll go over to the sides. Now I'm going to put some of the sprinkles of this one, the sugar crystals. This is like a fuchsia pink sanding sugar, and I'm just going to shake that off, and I'm just going to give it a little pat just to flatten it out, just like that, and then I'm going to do the next one. You see that I don't go all the way to the edge because the weight of these sugar crystals are going to help it expand a little, and we don't want it to go too far to the edge. Just give it a little tap. To the tail. I can cover the head. I do have a little brush here that I will be using to scoop out some of this. So some large clumps in there. Okay, now I'm going to do the other part of the ear, which is that part that's sticking out. And last but not least, the belly. It's the largest part. Again, don't need to put too much of it. It's just to help it adhere to the other icing. Try to go closer to the edge a little bit. Okay. I'll clean that up later. I'm going to move this from here because it starts collecting all that sanding sugar underneath it. And now I'm going to go and put just a little bit right here, and that'll make the little ear part, the long part of the ear. And then I'm going to go with my black. I have a tip 0. I'm going to make a dot for the eye and a little oval for the nose. Put that in, and it is done. So I'm going to finish up the rest, put them all together, and I'll be done. Alright guys, I hope you like how they turned out. Not too hard at all, right? Alright guys, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Stay tuned for more, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good one, guys.